Okay, I just waited a couple seconds and then started recording this one. I'm glad those fireworks didn't start up again. Oh, that's from the last video. Um, yeah, so I watched Mindhunter. Halfway through, I just got bored and I wanted to see this more, so I started this. And I can say that it paid off. I do think this is really good. The rating that I've given it is not necessarily what I'd want to give. It's just the quality I think it is. For me, I think I'd probably give it a point, maybe 2 points lower, but I just know that it's the quality of the rating I gave it, so that's what I'm going to give it. It's definitely one of the best movies of the year, though, but there haven't been that many good movies this year. For me, I've only just given out 2 10s in this month. None since then, and only 2 9s, and those 2 9s I don't even think are going to hold up as 9s, but some 8s, some 7s, a lot of 6s, 5s, and 4s, and then some 3s, but no 2s or 1s. So, I mean, it's been very mushed in the middle. So this is a nice change of pace, because I think we're starting to get more into the Oscar season. I seriously think this, if they're going to give Netflix any kind of recognition, this is going to kill it at the Oscars. I firmly believe that, because this is kind of exactly what they would want to see. It's a little different, but it's mostly what they like. I just think this is going to kill it, because I think it's very unique, a very unique take on just family. It does remind me of several things. At some points, it reminded me of Manchester by the Sea. At some points, it reminded me of like the family shows, like a little bit of This Is Us, and then a little bit of like Modern Family and Life in Pieces, where they're all being told in separate things. And then This Is Us too, but it's definitely not original, but like it's trying to take its own original spin on it, and I think it worked well. So I'm not a huge fan of Noah Baumbach. I'm assuming that's how you say it. If not, I'm sorry. I saw While We're Young in theaters, and I thought that was okay. I guess it's a good movie. I don't know. I think I was expecting more of a comedy, and it wasn't really that funny to me. And it was very, like, hipster, kind of, like, an indie, like, just, quirky. That's a good word. And so it just wasn't really for me, but I felt like Ben Stiller really kept the thing grounded, and he was a good center for it. But yeah, so Noah Baumbach and Ben Stiller have worked together before. Apparently he was one of the writers of Madagascar 3, which is apparently the best, which I don't know if I've talked about this on this channel or on the other channel at all, but apparently the first one isn't fresh. The second one is just over fresh, just barely. And then the third one has like a 79% certified. I did not realize that it got better. I did not realize that the first one was rotten, though. I watched it again and I realized it. But the second one, I think that's worse than the first. And then I still haven't seen the third one. I'm more excited now because I like Noah Baumbach a lot more. Because, like I said, While We're Young was fine. I think that's all I've seen of him, though. I think The Squid and the Whale is one of his highest rated. So I got to check that out. That's on Netflix. I've got that on my watch list. But I just, I never was really that huge into what he was doing because he's more of the indie kind of thing with kind of a big budget, I guess, because he gets name actors. But this, I was immediately interested with Adam Sandler in a serious movie again. Ben Stiller, because he's great. Dustin Hoffman, because he's obviously great, and he's a classic. And then, I believe that it was Emma Thompson. She was in a very weird role. I don't know her work that well, so maybe she's done something weird, but I just have an idea of what she is. I can't recall anything that she's been in, but I just have an idea of what she is, and in this, it was just so much different to me. And then, surprisingly, those two brothers are famous, but then, like, the sister, I don't know who she is, which was weird. But yeah, so those four, yeah, so this is it's very weird. It's very well directed, except he kept making the decision to cut people off in the middle of their sentence. And at first it was okay. It wasn't as good as, because it's kind of getting overplayed, but I understood why and I thought it was fine. Then he did it so much, and it just got tired out, and I started to hate it. And yeah. And then, so I thought it was very well directed, though. I thought it just, the dialogue, it was written and directed by, I think it was just Noah Baumbach. The dialogue is so great. There are some scenes where they're just talking, and like it's like, I don't know, it feels like a real conversation. That's one of my big things. It feels real, and it feels like a real family. honestly, this is proof that Adam Sandler is not done yet, because he was phenomenal. And then Ben Stiller, phenomenal. Dustin Hoffman was really good, but he was a little bit like, I don't know, he was a little not out of character, because he's done some very weird roles. I mean, he did Rain Man. But he just, I don't know. It wasn't as much about him. So, he was good, but he wasn't like the highlight. It was more the Ben Stiller and Adam Sandler. And then, like, their sister was in there. It was more about her probably than it was about Dustin Hoffman, but still, she wasn't that huge of a thing. And it's very, very well shot. And there are a lot of single take scenes that I found very impressive with the amount of dialogue that they had. Honestly, his dialogue reminded me a lot of Aaron Sorkin. Not necessarily fast paced, but just like the amount. And it's not fast paced, but like it's all delivered smoothly. Like there's not really any pauses, and it feels like it's a real conversation. That's the big thing with this. It feels incredibly real. And my only complaint is I don't know why it had to be told the way that it was. They told it in a lot of different things, and I feel like it could have been a little more successful if they hadn't done that. I understand he was trying to be different with it, and that's one of the things I liked, is that it was different, but it also was one of the flaws, is that it kind of made it feel a lot longer for me, and it made it a lot harder to watch, and it made it feel more tedious, and I just think that if it had been told in a more like linear kind of, not linear, but like just not cuts and like segregated sections, it would have been a lot better. But overall, I don't want this to go too long. It's very well directed. It's very well written. It's very well shot. It's got a huge production value. And honestly, I wish that I could have seen this and The Babysitter in theaters. Sucks that they're Netflix movies. But it also is good because Netflix has been killing it this year with movies and TV shows for me, because I usually don't like their stuff. So yeah, well-directed, acted, shot. Oh, well-directed, written, shot. The performances are all phenomenal. Ben Stiller particularly has a moment that I found very, I don't want to say powerful and feel weird, but like I don't think I've ever seen him that, and I don't want this to sound weird either. I don't want to sound like a geek, a movie geek or whatever, but he was very like emotionally affected, and it was kind of powerful, and I thought that was really good, and it was a moment of realization that I really enjoyed. And I hope that doesn't sound weird, and I hope that doesn't turn you off, because this does have some funny moments. It's not that funny though. I wish it should have been a little funnier, especially with Adam Sandler in it. He had one moment of Adam Sandler-ness, and it was and he put his hands up, and he was like, ooh. He wasn't really like, ooh, but he just had his hands up, so I thought that was really funny. I'm a huge Adam Sandler fan. I don't like a lot of his recent stuff, but, I mean, even in those, there's moments that I like him, but I just think he's a real funny guy. Yeah, so, once again, directed, written, shot, acted, production value is incredible. They probably had a huge budget, probably one of the biggest budgets for a Netflix movie, I would assume. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I don't necessarily know how rewatchable this is, but I know that it's good enough that I'm probably going to want to rewatch it again at some point. I might not do it, but I'll definitely have the urge to. I'd give this a 9 out of 10. I think this is very good. I think this is going to kill it in the Oscars. I at least hope it does. And yeah, I'm going to end it right here. Sorry that this is long, and, a lot of my videos have been long, but it's just because I don't have to worry about space anymore, so I'm not really feeling like I'm condensed. But, I mean, I usually try to not let them get over 10 minutes, so, I mean, I don't think that's too bad, but, whatever. So, again, sorry that this is so long. Also, if this happens to get a bunch of views, I post videos, at least one video a week. I get all the pilots. I review several episodes of shows weekly, and I don't like the movie reviews as much, but I'm probably going to start getting a lot more of those. And yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry about that, by the way. Thanks for watching, guys, again. Thanks for watching, guys. Press that like button if you liked the video. Press that subscribe button if you liked me. Comment below. Have you seen this? If you have, what'd you think about it? What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie? What's your favorite Ben Stiller movie? This has got to be up there for me. I mean, it's not like, I know he's a comedian, so it's not his funniest, but like, it's probably one of my favorite performances from him. I really hope he takes this into consideration and doesn't do stupidly bad comedies anymore. He's probably going to, though, so don't listen to me, because I know I'm wrong. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. I was going to say that's it. Well, I just did. But I don't know. Anyways, so once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. It's definitely ending now, before 10 minutes. Bye.